All right. Andy is here playing as the Portuguese. Ganji is playing as the Franks. We start off on Land Madness. Portuguese, not really the most popular civ pick here, but you can see the reasoning, right? Because you got the berries underneath there. You got berries over here. They save on gold costs on units. So Portuguese can be really, really strong here. Now, you can't wall to the edge of the map anymore. This would have been an okay base if he could have. Woodline's pretty close by as well. Ganji on the other side playing as Frank. Some more meta civilization pick for the berries as well. And Ganji's got a nice little woodline back here he can go to. And he's got a pretty good base set up himself. So it's probably going to be scouts from both of them. And then transition into archer range. Lots of spearmen involved. As Ganji goes for a lumber camp over there. Ah, he doesn't know. It would have been perfect right here, but he doesn't know. How could he know? He doesn't see it. It's going to be like, ah, man, this lumber camp sucks compared to what it could have been. Is that a soccer player? Yep. Rich people don't go to IKEA. That's some elitism. Yeah, I think. Why am I only hearing things out of my left ear? Hang on a second. Ah, because my headphones weren't plugged in. There we go. How do you rate the civs here? I like Frank's better. I think Frank's are more consistent on this map. I'd say 55-45 in favor of Frank's. But Portuguese, if you play them correctly, can be one of the strongest civs here, right? It's a stroke. I'm not smelling toast. Burnt toast. I like Portuguese better. I mean, that's cool. A boar is coming in. That's a myth, is it? So if I smell burnt toast, I shouldn't be worried about having a stroke? Look at Andy going to the berries first for the extra wood. Yep, that's just smart, right? You have all these straggler trees. If you need to make up wood, you don't need to go for the lumber camp right away. You can go out to the berries. He's pushing in the ibex here. And he's still got some ibex to push in, but he's missing some of these pigs. However, he is scouting over here. He's going to find them. As we see Ganji probably in a position to go up a little bit faster than Andy because he has more on hunt, I believe, than Andy does. He's also gathering. He's going to be gathering from the berries a little bit faster than Andy as well. So we'll see what the uptimes look like for both of them. If you smell burnt toast, your toast is done. True. True. I've talked to a lot of stroke patients. Never has one of them said they've smelled burnt toast. Okay. Cool. I hate this map because no game will live up to the Viper Red Bull Wallow Finals game. Bro, that game was good, but it wasn't even like one of the best games we've seen on this map. It was just the moment, right? We had to wait like 40 minutes for that game 7 to start. There was so much tension. Everyone was talking about how Viper was washed. He never won a Red Bull event. He hadn't won a big tournament in a while. And it was just like, it was so hype, dude. That was so hype. Also, I think it was as a caster, I think it was my best call. I think that was my best line. I could have done a little bit better with the tone that I was using and the timing on it and the follow-up, but I think it was good. Kind of proud of that one. Anyway, feudal age on the way for both players. We have 20 population up from Andy, and he has gone up without Loom. And we have Ganji still pushing in Ibex. He has gone up with Loom. Are the Red Bull Wallows on YouTube? Yep. Yep. Barracks here from Ganji, and he'll be heading into a stable. Barracks here from Andy, and he'll be going into a stable as well. If you play archers on this map, I think I've seen people attempt it before. but it's really, really difficult, right? Because you're basically giving up any of the initiative. You're going to have to keep all of your spearmen right next to your archers so they don't just instantly get nuked by scouts. And odds are you're going to have to add a stable anyway. So opening with the stable is probably just better. You keep the initiative on your side. You can always add in an archer range later. Sucks no Red Bull Wallow this year. Yep. Spearman coming forward immediately from Andy. He's getting Loom, and he's getting Horse Collar. Now, Franks don't need to get Horse Collar. They instantly get it upon arriving to Feudal Age. So that's another advantage here for the Franks. But we see not even using the berry bonus currently, just hunting the Ibex, and he actually pushed 2 of these into the mill. So that's going to be a solid amount of food here for Ganji. As Ganji takes the fight with the Spearman over there, Ganji tries to come in here and maybe lame the pigs, but he's been found out, and he's being chased now by this scout from Andy. However, Ganji takes out the first Spearman, and an advantage like this, where you have 3 Spearmen on the field and he's producing his second one because you killed this one, can kind of snowball. I don't want to make a bigger deal out of it than it is, but Spearman numbers are big here. If you can afford to send 2 Spearmen forward and still have 1 in defense, while your opponent just has 2 Spearmen in defense and nothing forward to help his scouts, it could be big. Ooh, good micro there from Andy as he gets hit right there. He pulled that scout away at the last second from the Spearman, but still Ganji getting some good trades, and Ganji is still forward. And like I said, Spearman advantage can really, really benefit you because Andy has to keep his guys back here, responding to the Spearman push from Ganji. However, Ganji did kind of run into the TC, so not the greatest, and Ganji taking a hit on the scout over here, also not the greatest. Still, Andy is not on his side of the map right now, so advantage Ganji still. 0 seconds idle TC time from both, so they're keeping their TC running. Why is no one playing Romans? We've seen Romans a couple times. But remember, it's play all 3, right? Play all 3, so we're not really getting into like the deeper civilizations. We're basically staying with the strongest ones, the meta civ picks, as the Spearmen are very out of position. He's sending the Spearmen forward, and there's 4 scouts here from our Portuguese player. We do have a couple Spearmen over there, and we have quick walls over here, though. So Ganji managing to defend against this. So when you have like a set with only 3 games, there's always going to be civs that are left out, right? There's going to be civs that you're going to see a lot. Okay, decent farm count here for Andy. Better farm count here for Ganji. And right now we got 5 scouts, 6 Spearmen for both. Scout HP, relatively similar. Spearman HP, relatively similar. And the scouts are not being tracked. Andy is holding his scouts in reserve. He's kind of waiting right now. The Frank scouts are better currently until Andy gets bloodlines, and then the Portuguese scouts are going to be a little bit better than his. But Ganji is looping around, and Andy knows that this is happening because he doesn't see the scouts coming through the middle. He suspects something is coming this way. I don't know if he suspects Ganji will go for the full loop over on this side. He actually might get caught out if he sends these scouts forward, but he's keeping them home in defense. And Ganji won't really be able to find any damage here. Still, if you keep your scouts home, that means that Ganji is feeling very comfortable in his own base, right? He has time to add in some additional houses. You can see this big old house wall over here, and he has time to go for the market. Also taking an engagement here against Andy. Andy is getting Bloodlines, so Ganji would love to take this fight right now before Bloodlines kicks, but he's not going to have an opportunity. And now Ganji pushes forward with Spearmen and Scouts. Or sorry, Andy pushes forward with Spearmen and Scouts. Ganji looping around to the left. And there's a market there for Andy. Ganji's is going to go up. And I wonder if he's going to sell his stone. He can always buy it back later. He's got enough spearmen, it looks like, to defend against these. As long as there's not an untimely overchop. As long as he pulls his villagers away on time. Looks like he's trying to snipe vills over here, and he got 2 of them. He got 2 vills, but he did lose his scout numbers. And Andy is unable to get any villagers over here. Now there's spearmen here, too. Decent amount of spearmen in defense from Ganji. Really, really nice stuff so far. 40 villagers against 37. So 3 seconds idle TC time. Really nice. And of course, those 2 villagers sniped from before. However, Andy uses the market, and Andy's on the way up. Ganji only sold 100 wood and bought food, so he still has his stone available, whereas our Portuguese player here does not. Why no attack upgrade? I think they're trying to just produce units and go up to Castle Age fast. So the attack upgrade right now, not super necessary. You make monks here? I don't know. That is a great question. There's so many scouts on the field. I think if you get a big clear up on the scouts, then you start to add monks. And Andy would probably be the first one to start adding monks. They're cheaper for Portuguese. He's killed quite a few of the scouts from Ganji. And he might feel comfortable to start adding them in. He also has a ton of spearmen left over here. Ganji trying to bait that spearman to attack the weak scout. Going to kill 2 of these, but there's just 2 more. He's got, man, look at this. It's a wall of spears. Andy's like, do I come in? No. Not screwing with that. Look at this. Oh my god, bro. Spear City is looking like an AI over here. Holy. And Andy will very comfortably take these engagements 9v1 against the spearman. I mean, he's taking some damage, but he's clearing up the numbers. He will need to retreat here, though, after losing a scout and a bit of HP, and he's getting the light cav upgrade now. Knights are being added in. Second town center from Andy. I think he needed to buy the stone back. He did. And he's housed currently. As Ganji goes for double TC of his own. And Ganji will be the first one to add in the monastery. Okay. Light cav upgrade coming in. Pikeman upgrade coming in. Good engagements here for Ganji. And Andy will need to retreat. And it's going to be 3 TC against 2 TC. Monastery is already up as well. How many stables do we have? Just 1 stable for each. 1 monastery for each. And begun the Pikeman Wars have. I think it's fully walled over here too. There's 1 little gap beside the TC, but Andy doesn't really want to go in over there. We look at relic distribution. There's 2 that are pretty close to Ganji's base. I don't know if he's seen them. He has not. The only relic he's seen is the one in the middle and the one over here and the one over here. Very fair relic distribution for both. Take a look at the efficiency on the eco. It's so similar, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Look at the times underneath the percentages. Overall efficiency 75.7 for Andy, 76.4 for Ganji. Moving economy basically even. Idle economy basically even. Gathering eco a little bit better for Ganji. Andy will be ahead on the res collected probably. A little bit, but it's not too far behind. Overchop. Oh, this is the worst nightmare. Oh, this is your worst nightmare if you're Ganji. This is what you really wanted to avoid here. However, villager still hasn't died. It's only 1. And, oh my god, he gets the wall off and he's going to clear up all of the light cav. She put the team on her back. She put the team on her back. What a wall off there from Ganji. You'll take that all day. 2 villagers for all those light cav. We still have red dots all over the place, but knights are looping in now to the gold from Andy, and Ganji might find himself a couple villager kills here. However, there is a monk there, and now it's Andy's turn. Oh my god, with the trap, and both the knights are going to be deleted. That was sick from both players. Really, really nice here from Ganji. Quick thinking to sacrifice the build that was going to die anyway. And then Andy just trapping them in. Beautiful stuff. These guys have gotten so good. So good. So many pikemen on the field for Andy. 17 pikemen. Nice snipe there from Ganji too. Only took 1 hit on the light cav from the pikeman there. This light cav won't be converted. They have resistance. Villager count ahead for Ganji. No surprise there. And he's getting handcart even. And he has heavy plow already. So Ganji's eco is going to really start to climb. Andy did add this 3rd town center, and it is on the berries, which is very nice. But he's quite spread out, whereas Ganji is a little bit more centered. I think it's a little bit easier for him to defend his base. It will be difficult, however, with the amount of pikemen that Andy has currently. It will be very difficult. We have more light cav for Ganji, which means he can kind of deal with the monks. But with the pikemen there to protect the siege, it's going to be a little bit rough. Ooh, Ganji, does he spot these monks? He could get 2 monk snipes with this 1 light cav. I don't think he's paying attention to them. So many monks here for Ganji. We know he knows how to micro those. Franks do not get redemption, so they can't convert the siege. But what he can do with the monks is convert. If he converts 6 pikemen, this whole battle swings, right? This whole battle swings in his advantage. And you can see him how active he is with these light cav, looking for monks. This is such a high-level game. Really, really nice. Also has 3 monks looping around here for the night raid. He's going to get nice and close with these monks. And he's going to get 3 night conversions here. If Andy's not careful, really unfortunate on those final 2. But at least he got 1. Also sniping a monk up here. Great job from Ganji there. Needs to pay attention, though. And he will escape with 3 light cav. Meanwhile, over here, 2 light cav taken out. And siege is pushing forward, but the light cav are coming for that mangonel. Where are these knights? Looping in from that side. Light cav also coming in to snipe the monks. He gets 2. And he escapes with all 3 light cav once again, but it's a castle. It is a castle forward. We have enough stone for a castle from Ganji. Does he want to go for a counter one? Instantly goes for a counter one. And Andy is like, I need vision on this. That is a great castle up on the hill. As we see, the mangonel is being taken out. The monks have sanctity, so they will survive the hit. And they are getting conversions on the pikemen. This is an incredible land madness game. The activity on all of the unit micro from both players is astonishing. And Andy actually ends up selling stone. So Andy is going to try and get up to Imperial H. He's going to try and go for a castle. And push down this castle from Ganji. But Ganji is getting some really great conversions, guys. Takes out another mangonel with just pikemen. Trying to take out monks with just pikemen. And this knight will get converted, unfortunately for him. But the monk goes down. And this is clown gameplay on a non-clown map. As all of the units are unqueued now from Ganji. I think he realized that Andy is up. And he is going to unqueue all of those axemen. Everything he was making there. She's dead. And go up to Imperial H himself. Incredible game, honestly. Really, really fun to watch. You'd think pikemen versus pikemen wouldn't be that good, but when the monks are mixed in, the light cav are going for the snipes. Very, very nice stuff here as we see villagers now looping forward, looking for some extra golds. There's a gold over here. There's plenty of golds back here. I don't know if Ganji knows about these, though. He does not. So outpost back here would be huge. Just an outpost right there. Be massive. Organ guns are being mixed in. Axemen are here from Ganji. 1v1, Axemen versus Organ. Not gonna win that one, brother. Sorry. He brought an axe to a gunfight. And more stables being added in here from Ganji. Axeman Paladin can be very powerful in this Civ matchup, I think. The Paladin will completely nuke everything but helps. And the Axemen deal with the helps. Good conversion there on the Knight. Another Monk is tracking this one. Good raids from Andy at the back. Ganji looking for raids himself. He's at 104 villagers against 94, and he does have a handcart. Doesn't have that second wood upgrade, but he's going to have full farm upgrades here. The Organs, though, finding really great value against these pikemen, and we don't have the cavalry numbers that we need yet from Ganji. How is he going to deal with the Organs is the question. He doesn't have any cavalry yet. He just has pikemen. Organs are a big issue for him currently. We'll keep going for outposts over on this side. Keep exploring around. But Organs are right in the middle of his eco as he goes for chemistry. So probably just a hand cannon play for him. He does have a ton of stables though, but he's been kicked off all of his farms now. Great push from Andy. Andy is just now making a treb. He's going into Halb. He knows Halb Organ is probably his best bet. And this treb is setting up to attack the Organ guns. Ganji is like, I will use whatever is at my disposal. Big. We asked how he was going to counter the Organ guns. We have our answer. Block printing on the way for the monks. The monks don't have that much utility against the Organ guns, but here come the hand cannons fairly soon from Ganji. 120 villagers, only 30 on food, however, and he keeps getting kicked off more and more farms. Castle over on this side from Andy is probably smart to protect his eco. Do Franks get redemption? No. We would have already seen it if they did. I think the longer this goes, without Andy doing significant damage, the worse it's going to get for him. Ganji is starting to cook. Now this castle is kind of being trebbed. We got the TC at the front being trebbed. Ganji is super housed. And he's just building a couple back here. He's going to lose the TC, so there goes some more pop space as well. Andy has 33 halbs. He's got some Organs behind. Still have no halberdier upgrade here for Ganji. But the hand cannons are coming in, and that castle is going to go down shortly. And then it's going to be Andy's turn to get housed, but he is building more castles behind. As the light cav continue to do work. Another castle here, another castle here. Hand cannons trying to defend the farm eco, and Ganji is running out of farms, guys. Needs to get his food eco set up behind this. It's so tough. Not the greatest push from Andy, though. He's going to sacrifice basically all of his halbs in this area for very little gain. Just a couple monks killed. As the castle goes down over here. And hand cannons are now trying to take out the Organs, but the Organs are frying them. You're lost, bro. Halb's still raiding at the back. 127 villagers to 125. Best counter to Organs? Trebs. Confirmed. 6 on food for Ganji. Yeah, he needs to get back on these farms for sure. He's lost his TCs over here. Definitely needs to get back on food, guys. 100%. Trying to add in more farms over on this side. Andy continues to push out, though. And suddenly he's got 39 on food. So just getting back on the farms is a big deal. Eventually, you'd want like Light Cav or Paladin or something for a Frank's player. He's angled his way towards the counter for the Halberdiers, though. And he's still missing the counter, really, for the Organ Guns. Oh, boy. Raids with helps. Over on this side, he's still lost. Eco KD, 26-16, so it's not terrible. And we have a decent mass of Trebs. We've got 2 castles over here. We've got a lot of hand cannons now. As he tries to repair this castle over on the side. And he's coming in with the hand cannons over and over and over again. We need a better solution. We need a better solution to the organs than just hand cannons. They are not elite organ guns, but they do really well against units with low pierce armor. Trebs, man! The most successful counter has just been the Trebs. Why not redemption? Franks don't get redemption. What's the counter for organ guns? Paladins are an excellent counter for organ guns. Even Cavalier. Onagers can be a good one, but you don't want to go Onager here because it's so open. Why won't Ganji make a couple Cavaliers? I think he's just trying to get his food eco under control again. He had the stable set up, and if this game goes for a little while longer, he's going to start adding in more light cav. And with the final armor upgrade, the light cap can do well against the organs and hand cannons. Once the organs are gone, hand cannons are going to do well too. Ganji's kind of starting to hold over here, and Andy is now forced to add in hand cannons of his own. But we look at the eco now, and it's looking quite good for Ganji. I think this pushback's about to happen. Like I've been saying, the later this game goes, the better it's going to feel for the Franks on an open map setup like this. Second wood upgrade is definitely necessary, however, for Ganji. Ganji's going to win this. I suspect he is. He's just expanding out here. His macro has been good ever since he stopped this push. He should probably get back on these farms at some point. Still has gold available here. Gold available here. He's taking out this castle. Where are Fetorias? I don't think you can justify really adding in Fetorias at this point. You need your population space in the army. And he has 0 on gold. And he has 0 on gold as Portuguese. Damn, dude. What a hold from Ganji. What a hold from Ganji. Let's go, man. We'll see if Andy can keep the push going here. Ganji loses another Treb over there. That's nice for Andy. And Ganji goes for more outposts. More hand cannons. More light cav. Final armor upgrade. Probably really nice for the light cav, right? Especially against these organ guns. Still working away on this castle. Andy still has a ton of stone to repair that, and it's only 1 Treb. But the light cav raids are really going to start to hurt here. We see light cav coming over here to the berries. We have light cav on the wood line as well. Hand cannons. A little bit better in this instance for Ganji because they have the light cav in front to tank some shots. But you can see his attention span can only be so many places at one time. He's going to lose some hand cannons over on this side. He is sending in raids at the back, though, and he's found the wood line. Potentially. And Andy will need to run. Another castle here for Ganji as he continues with the hand cannons. 18 hand cannons in the queue. Treb's still working away. The bombard cannon, if it wants to come range these Trebs, it's going to have to come pretty far forward, and then it's exposed to the military. Could be sniped down here. Survives. Treb is now targeting it. Bomber cannon, watch out, watch out, watch out! Watch out, watch out! He's packing up the Treb. He's trying to leave. Andy is holding. Andy is holding here, and Andy might even be pushing back on this side. How is he doing over here, though? Not well. There is a forward castle coming from Ganji. 28 hand cannons on the field still. Light cav rating. They have the final armor upgrade, and we can see the Eco KD is about to switch in favor of Ganji. And he's found himself some more stone for more castles as Andy is forced to buy more stone for a defensive castle over here. Crazy game, guys. We might have another pushback here from Andy if he can control this area. And Ganji might have overextended. Maybe. There is a lot of production buildings here, though, so it's going to make it messy for Andy for sure. As we see Arquebus now coming in. That will give his hand cannons, organ guns, bombard cannons, ballistics, basically. We see the castle is kind of being sniped down, but so are the hand cannons and the bombard cannons from the other side. This Treb is still working away, though, so we need a solution for that. This Treb's still alive, still working away on the castle over here. Villagers killing the Treb, working on this castle. Action all over the map here. Andy is at 160 population. Ganji is pop capped. Here come the light cav. Right underneath this castle. Has 32 kills. This thing. Ganji had 154 bills. Yep. He's still in recovery mode from that earlier raid. It's tough to like shift your focus out of that. Once you push back, you're still trying to add eco. You know, and he's got a lot of pop space in villagers, but maybe he can send some of these vills forward and kind of lose them efficiently, you know? This castle finally goes down from Ganji, or from Andy. Andy, Ganji, I keep messing up their names. Portuguese have hussars. They have light cav. The Streb goes down and the castle's saved. It's down to very low HP there. Gandhi, Angie. Yep. Angie. Iron casting only coming in for the light cav, and they're pushing him for raids, and I think Andy's starting to realize this game's done. You had your chance. The Frank Eco is really kicking in here as Ganji loops in with his light cav. And Ganji has this castle forward. He's got more stone he can take over here for a few more cheap Frank castles. And he's getting more villager kills. 61 to 36 Eco KD. There is flashing lights all over the Eco from Andy. He's clearing up the Trebs over here, I believe. But he's running out of stone. It's going to be difficult for him. And these organs, it feels like they're just not... Come on, shoot. Kill quicker. You're taking so long. He never had the res to go for a lead organ gun. Never had it. And now Ganji might even think about going into Cavalier himself to finish this off. I don't know if he needs to, though. 61 on food. Might as well just keep doing what works. Right? Light cav, hand cannon, Trebs. Oh, nice raid back here with these hand cannons, too. Just everywhere that Andy looks, it's trouble. And there's the first Vatoria. It's a sign of desperation here from Andy. Still has 0 on gold. There's a gold pile over here, but there's not much left on that. What a pushback from Ganji. Victorias and Bombard Towers. Look at how slow it's bringing in resources, guys. You can't. It's just so slow. If you get 4 or 5 of them set up and you have like 10 minutes to bank resources, then maybe, but he doesn't even have 10 seconds. Where are the 4 relics? They're back here. Now, Andy's hand cannons will be doing better because he has arquebus. And they cost him less gold. But he still only has 5 gold in the bank. And this gold is about to run out. Meanwhile, Ganji, plenty of gold in the bank. He's got gold options all over the place. Still has gold back here, actually. We have gold over here that I don't know if he's seen. We have gold over here he can potentially take. Once he clears his castle, he can take this gold. He's got gold for years to come. He could even go paladin here if he really wanted to. I don't think it's necessary, but he could. This castle goes down. Last furnace on the way. Completely open on this side to raids now is Andy. Woodlines starting to become an issue, right? He's got 2 over here. This one's almost done, and then this one's about to be raided. He's keeping himself alive, though. Still at 184 population for Andy. Really impressive stuff. But he's found the woodline. And when Andy realizes this is happening, like he's running with 45 villagers. I think it might be curtains. I think it might be night for Andy here. What an incredible pushback and an incredible hold now from Andy for so long. Bodcanero, ballistics coming in, so maybe Ganji getting ready for a long game here with skirms, just in case. Skirms would also do okay against the hand cannons, and actually against the organ guns too, with the full Pierce armor. But yeah, Andy is just... And you don't resign at 184 pop. That's the reason Andy's still in this game. As a general rule, you just simply don't, right? You always have a chance. What about Cavalier Ganji? I think he is just committed. He's just committed. Hand cannon, light cav, is the play. I feel like 4 relics and Faitoria can win this. I feel like he's just going to run out of wood before that part of the game, right? Before that really matters. Like, these are his 2 wood lines. He can't take this one anymore. He can't take this one. This is it. And you kind of have hand cannons sitting right on the wood line. Now your castle over here is dead too. Treb will go down here, which means this castle is going to survive again. GG, well played. Even tossed in the well played for him. He knows. He knows what a performance that was from Ganji to hold that with the organ guns right in the middle of his eco. Remember, at one point, Ganji was down to 6 on food, right? All of his farmers were garrisoned or dead. But he got it back up and running pretty quick. He went hand cannons, which is kind of unorthodox. And he did lose a lot of them. But I think the key was like expanding on this side. And he knew that Andy's composition was very slow. Organ guns, halberdiers. So Andy can't keep track of the expansion on both sides. If Andy was going light cav or cavalier or something, this would never happen. But he had to keep all of his military in the center here. And Ganji just bought himself enough time to get into his hand cannons, his castles, his light cav, and he pushed it back. Why you say organ gun and not gun? I say organ gun. I don't know how you want me to say gun. Don't say organ gan. Nice eco. So close between the two of these, but you can see food being the difference there. Someone said gun, K-Kona. Beautiful. All right, Ganji takes game number 1. Andy loses on Land Madness, and Andy loses with Portuguese. Ganji winning with the Franks. Okay, so we go back, and we load into game number 2. And bop, here we are. We are on Spiral. And that was kind of a clowny approach from both of them. I was lamenting the fact that we didn't get Socotra or something like that. Or Fractal, where we could see these two players' skills shine. But we saw something pretty decent last game. Now we have Spiral. We have Ganji playing as the Cumans. And Andy playing as the Lithuanians. So the Cumans will attempt to go for the 2TC Feudal Boom, presumably. I mean, Ganji could mix it up, potentially. And the Lithuanians will probably try and get a dock out early. Go up to Castle Age, and then try and either apply intense pressure against Ganji while he's still in Feudal, trying to get up to Castle Age. Or try and get some Feudal damage in, but I don't know. I don't know about feudal damage against Cumans. I think it's pretty rough. You probably just want to get up to Castle Age fast yourself and either apply pressure with better units or try and match the boom. Score? Ah. He can just get the relics. I mean, yeah. But by the time you get all of the relics, the Cuman player is going to have like a 40 villager lead. The relics aren't going to matter that much. Mega Drush to deny the TC. Now, why aren't you in tournaments? Good grill. They're trying to negotiate. Ganji is a community game player. He is a Diplo master. He has played in them before. He says, I take cow, you sheep. And he's losing the scout war. He does get an extra hit there, but he's still losing. Oh, he gets an extra hit there. Oh my god. Yo, Ganji is rinsing Andy on this scout war. He was behind by 2 hits, and now they're even. And they're still fighting over this fence. And now it's a battle of wills more than anything. Maybe he should have offered for Andy to take the sheep instead. Uh-oh. 6 HP for both. And Ganji is now trying to distract Andy by escaping with the cow. Andy will find this, and he'll take the cow for himself, and he'll give it up to Ganji. And Ganji will go this way. Andy gets a downhill hit. Ganji needs to run. But he escapes with the cow. And the sheep, potentially. We'll see if Andy wants to commit onto chasing this scout. At least he can feel pretty safe with these villagers, and he can go up without loom against Cumans. He could go no loom until Castle Age, considering this scout is on 2 HP. Should have taken the deal, Andy. Yep, exactly. He's going to get this one, though, so that's fine. Loom! No! No loom until Castle Age, bro. Come on. What's going to hurt you? Nothing. He's not going for a drush. Did I miss bettings? I don't know if we've done predictions here. Ominous says he always does. Okay, predictions have been done. Okay. Ominous says if he's here, predictions are always up and running. Always. Big, big words from Ominous. Ganji is coming out here with a villa. What are we cooking? And he hasn't gone up to feudal age yet. Is this going to be
tax break just for hanging out with you.
Not a 2TC boom from the Cumans here? Or just does he just not have enough food? He was so busy fucking around with this fence stuff, he didn't see his boar, and he hasn't taken his boar, and that's why he's so late to the feudal age. This is why you just don't do this stuff, you know? And now he's probably in a spot where he's like, I already took both my boars. Surely I already took both my boars. Chat was not happy with the lack of predictions while I was gone.
Shut the fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
I don't...
9-month anniversary and the wife about to give birth any day now. Coincidence?
Nody, congratulations. 9 months. It's yours. It's not mine. Might be hers. Damn, dude. Congrats. Where's he going to build the TC? You always build it over here because that's where the food is. The fact that he's gone for a barracks here is very interesting. He won't have enough wood to go for that TC unless he goes TC and then stable. Andy will actually see the barracks and he'll see how many villagers are here. And Andy has also gone for a forward dock. So Andy will start taking the fish out from Ganji. Ganji still has not taken in this boar. And there's the TC. And Ganji will likely add in a stable as well. Stables are cheaper for Cumans. Still doesn't have the wood for it, though. Dude. One of my favorite clips of all time is a Bullet Chin clip where he realizes he didn't take his second boar in Imperial Age. And he's like, I didn't take my boar? And then he gets up, takes off his headset, opens his window, and like goes to jump out of it. Classic clip. I gotta find that. I haven't watched it in years. Link it? Yeah, I'll have to find it. So good. Who? Bullet Chin. The cute Swiss boy. Okay, so fishing ships are still alive here. We have 2 villagers. I don't know why Andy doesn't just go for a demo and blast both of these vills, but the vills are leaving now, so no opportunity for that, and Ganji's just going to abandon this area. He will start to get a villager lead on Andy. Andy's eco behind is going to be looking castleable pretty soon. And it's just simply spearmen here for Ganji pushing forward. So he has an opportunity to get the fishing ships, though Andy is going for a fire galley. And we also have a stable. So it's a bit of a modified Cumans approach here for Ganji. Like the fact Andy is sniping these deer with his spearmen. Really, really nice. Bit of a modified approach, right? Most people just go for the feudal boom. That's a little sloppy, losing that scout. But Ganji realizing that he's going to need some sort of pressure and he's going to need to force his opponent into defending with some military. And the more military that Andy adds in here in feudal age means the more time he spends in feudal age and the bigger the villager lead is going to be for Ganji. Can he keep his 2 TCs running is the question. He's got 5 more villagers currently. And he does have some fishing ships, but this ship is still alive somehow. Is this like... Okay. Not going to drop off that food. Here comes the boar! Ganji's probably like, God damn it. Hey, at least... You know what? At least your food eco is going to be looking a lot better. It's like finding change in the couch, you know? If I ever need, like, change, I deliberately don't check my couch on a regular basis But like once every couple of years, I'll be like, I just need like a couple of bucks. I check my couch. Always gonna be something under there. Of course, I never sit on my couch, so. Who the fuck uses cash? I know. Just for coffee, basically. Spearman attacking over on this side. Castle Age is on the way for Andy. Ganji, though, look at the villager count. It's really starting to climb here, folks. He still doesn't have the first wood upgrade, bruh. We need that. That deer was walking behind this like I saw nothing. Double market for Ganji, true. He's stressing out. He's setting up a trade line. Age of Empires 4. All right, Ganji now selling stone to buy wood to what? Make a blacksmith. Okay. Interesting. He sees this villager over here. He sees the stable from Andy. He's going to lose another scout, so the micro hasn't really been on point here for Ganji. As Andy gets to the Castle Age, and Ganji is 20 villagers ahead. So now the objective here for Ganji is survive, basically. This corner sucks, by the way. Andy will go for a TC in the center. This villager should die, right? Yep. Can't wall him in. Can't get the scouts on time. Or the pikeman on time. Oh my god, he can! 2 of those hits just simply didn't register. And the pikemen are clearing up the spearmen over here. Damn, bro. HP? 4. Monk does not get the conversion. Scout can't dive in to snipe that monk. And Ganji still in the feudal age here, folks. But the siege workshop has still not been built from Andy. And his second TC is still not up. So the villager count keeps expanding. It is now 60 villagers against 35. I don't think those 4 fishing ships are really going to make up that difference there. So many spearmen here from Ganji as well. He's got the armor upgrade. Andy does not. And Andy will go for a siege workshop here. I think the spearmen could actually, like, trade off in this fight with the armor. We'll see. We'll spot the siege workshop. Ganji is now trying to stall his TCs out so he can go up to the next stage. Still needs the gold, though. Still needs quite a bit of food. His 27 on food looks better than it actually is, because a lot of those were actually on the berries. Pretty inefficient. What the fuck, Choco? Dude. What was that? What did he say? Not worth talking about. Castle Age is on the way for Ganji. Castle Age is on the way for Ganji, but we have a Mangonel here, and that's the Castle Age CC. I don't think he can kill it in time, but he can damage it, and he can cause some concern for sure. As Ganji is over here on the stone, but Andy sees that. And that stone becomes a target. Pikemen running right through the spearmen here. The spearmen have the armor. They don't have the attack yet, though, and Ganji is kind of forced to run from this wood line. Still a significant villager lead, 67 to 48. But all of the pikemen are coming over to this side now, and Ganji needs to run. I think Andy has the advantage here. Andy's done a really solid job. Already has 1 relic in 2. And Ganji, I think he wants to go for a castle. Yeah, he's buying stone right now, but he's been cut off of this stone over here. He's retreating into the corner now. The pikeman army from Andy is doing a really good job disrupting the eco from Ganji. It's like, where do you even make the castle? You gotta make it like here? It's hideous. Make it here. Ugh. It's not great, right? He's building it with a ton of villagers too. He wants to get Kipchaks on the field. He's only 9 vills ahead right now. Still doesn't have that first wood upgrade. Still doesn't have wheelbarrow. I think this is going to be a really tough one for Andy to... I like this corner. That is an S tier corner. I tell you what. That is a good corner. And a third TC now for Andy. TC there? Oh my god. Oh. It goes up. It goes up. But you can't do anything about this. You're going to be stuck there forever. At best, you're dividing Andy's attention. 68 villagers for Ganji. 60 villagers for Andy. However, if we check the resources gathered, it's actually ahead for Andy. Wow, dude. That not having that wood upgrade, really, really bad. All of the idle time here, really, really bad for Ganji. We could take a look at the percentages overall. Gathering eco time is actually more for him, but the upgrades are making a big difference here. And idle economy time is a lot more for Ganji than it is for Andy. This is how you got to play against humans, right? Kipchaks are on the field, which can be annoying. It can be annoying, but I think +2 armor for your knights. And keep gathering the relics. Deal with this TC over here, and you should be fine. They're nothing but a nuisance. They're like a little fly that you swat away. The knight is not over here. Could have done some decent damage. Monk's gonna be sniped down by the Kipchaks. They do get a couple conversions, though. 3 conversions. And it's enough. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That outpost, super sneaky, inside of the town center. Whoever designed that was not a very good engineer. Can humans do anything if the Lithuanian player gets the latest? It depends on the state of the economies, right? What fish traps here from Andy? What on earth is that? Ooh, these villas are on the wrong side of the wall. Andy does not realize that, though. He does now, and he's going to be pushing in with the knights. Only 1 relic collected so far, as Ganji tries to go for gates on this side. The Kipchaks are killing the knights so slowly that the gates aren't even really going to do that much. And more knights are just going to keep running in. And this wood line's going to be toast. This wood line's going to be toast soon. Mangonel pushing in from this side. More villagers dying up here. And the villager lead is firmly in Andy's favor now. Deep GG territory. Yes. Yes, it is. And now the castle is about to come. Yep. There's the castle from Andy. 31 on food. Looking solid. Knight numbers looking solid. Armor is... Dude, they were doing that little damage against these knights without even any armor upgrades. Oh my god. Oof. This knight's about to pop off with +1 armor. They're coming in. +1 armor, baby. Still no wood upgrade. Kipchak's getting some damage. Killing some vills. Big. Raid. Massive. And GG is called. Well played from Andy. There's a question on how to counter the Cumans on this map if they go for the double TC boom. I think Ganji just screwed up with the build. Like, clearly, he should have been up probably 2 villagers earlier. He didn't take this boar here. He didn't see the boar at all because he was messing around over here with the scout. And if you're that far behind, it's really, really tough to get your eco sorted. But Andy played really well, honestly. He went for a little bit of feudal pressure with the spears in the forward dock, but he didn't stay there too long. Got up to Castle Age, and then, of course, this area with a lot of pikemen and some mangonels is huge to take out. Cool. Also, not having the wood upgrade is... You can see it right there, the wood difference. Like you see right up here at the peak, right? Ganji has 60, Andy has 35. 39 eco units with the fishing ships, but still, that's a big, big difference. But he wasn't able to fully take advantage of it because he didn't have all his upgrades. And there was a lot of idle time over here. Okay, so Andy takes the game. 1-1. We go into the final game here. And it is going to be on migration. And we see Dravidians for Andy. And probably Bengalis for Ganji. We saw this very same matchup yesterday. Andy against ACCM. And Andy ended up winning against ACCM. We're going to switch him to the red here. Albeit it was on a different map generation. It was on the Warlords migration, not the Titans League migration. But he did end up beating Bengalis with Dravidians yesterday. Now, what Dravidians do nowadays is they go FC, but they make a stable on the center and start producing scouts and try and control all of this area and trying to prevent the landing from Bengalis. Wouldn't Cumans be good on this map? No. No, they would not. Where are you going to put the second TC? You're going to put the second TC on your own island? You're going to be out of res so quickly. You're going to put the second TC in the middle? It takes forever to build. What if your opponent goes for water pressure? Then you would simply have no food to produce out of your 2 TCs. Also, you can't really build that many fishing ships because you need wood for the second TC. Yeah, it's just better to have fishing ships rather than villagers. You can't have both at the same time. Bengalis are an interesting option, though. I think Bengalis are like, they've been underused so far, and we know that Ganji is a very creative player. So I'd love to see what he does to counter the strategy from the Dravidians. You know exactly what it's going to be. Assuming Andy is playing meta with this Civ. You know it's going to be a stable on the center. So I think the most important thing is when you send your villagers across, you have to make sure you're protecting them. So quick walls right away, which Ganji is very good at. Maybe even make a barracks first at home. Send some spearmen over with your vills. Could be a play. Who knows? Only on migration it makes sense for Dravidians to go stable. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? The worst stable in the game. Damn, dude. He wanted to go for a dock here. He's like, that's not going to be very good. So he goes for a dock here, and it's actually like the worst spot over here to get a dock down. Oh, well. Andy's dock is going to count as a house. He didn't need to make the house before building this, and that means that his dock is going to be up a little bit faster, and the fishing ship is going to be out a little bit faster too. The galleys get healing ships and great eco. Yep. That's why I'm surprised we haven't seen them more often. They're always going to win the 1v1 in the fire wars, except against Byzantines. So, I don't know why we haven't seen them that much in Titans League. What other civs are good on this match? Italians are good. Koreans can be good. Bengalis can be good. Vikings have fallen out of favor because you can't really get away with the feudal galley pressure. I think we've seen Malians here as well. Did they win against Portuguese in 1v1? I don't know. I don't know. The least played civ in TTL must be Saracens, Slavs, Celts. I think we haven't seen Huns. I don't think anyone has drafted Huns. Tristan would have all the stats on that. I'm wondering if it's on that Statafrax website, actually. Maybe we could check it real quick. Civs. We've seen Slavs picked once. Huns apparently have been... Okay, Huns have been played. Slavs have not been played at all. In gold or silver. Okay, let's get rid of gold and silver. Bulgarians has only been played twice in Platinum League and they've lost twice. I think that includes all seasons though. I don't think it includes... Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of the seasons. Okay, we get rid of the seasons. We don't have stats for this one yet. Okay, cool. We'll look at... Oh, it's refreshing. Never mind, just ignore me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hindustanis and Saracens have not been played. Anyway, Feudal Age is on the way for both. You can do it yourself. Go to the smansky11.shinyapps.io/TTL Statafrax/ and you'll figure it out. A little bit faster here for Andy. Ganji had a little bit of idle TC there. But Ganji is still adding fishing ships, and he has 5 in the queue. Wow. So he's going to have a lot of fish. Dude, it would be funny if Andy transports a Ville here and makes a dock. That would be a sick dock, wouldn't it? That would be kind of sick. You could almost fully wall this with docks. There would be a little bit of an area here, but you could get a dock here, a dock here, a dock here, and then a dock here and force them to like go all the way around. Bit of tower on there too. There's the barracks from Andy. And he is going to go for the stable approach. So we'll see what Ganji is going to do. He will get 2 extra villagers immediately upon reaching the feudal age. And he goes for the market. Only building with 1 villager though. So this is going to be a little bit slow. There's the blacksmith right there. And he goes 2 villagers and loom. Okay, cool. He gets loom. And that's the adaptive phase. To the Dravidian scout approach, right? He's learning. He's adapting. He's getting loom first. So many people show up on that middle island with no loom. And then they're like, oh my god, surprise Pikachu face. I lost my vills. Harbors there would be fire. Harbors are terrible. They do no damage whatsoever. They're simply cosmetic. Harbors are almost irrelevant. Exactly. Sci-Fi knows all about irrelevancy. He used to speedrun Age of Empires. He knows all about it. Trust me. Fatality. So did I, though. I just destroyed Sci-Fi and myself at the same time. Here come the fire galleys from Ganji, and we can see. Look at the vision from Andy here. He knows everything that's happening. He's fully aware. Okay, he is fully torqued and ready to go. And Ganji has a transport ship coming out from this middle dock, and he's looking to go to the center. Now the question is, can he actually go here? Can he get it? Can he get some buildings down? If he does, Bengali monks can be pretty good. And there's a bunch of relics, but look at all the red dots on the middle, dude. Look at this from Andy, guys. Oh my god, Andy is infesting this area with units. It's crazy. He's going to see this transport ship dropping off the villas. Ganji immediately goes for a barracks. Bop, 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 bop. Walls coming down. Scout takes some hits, which is not good. The barracks will go up, but then where are you going to build the rest of your stuff? Because Ganji is all, or Andy is all over you. Manages to fit a monastery here. Has to repair this wall. Oh, God, dude. Not like this. Not like this. He's got to get back in the transport ship. Leave. Abort. Sail away. We're going home. And he'll find somewhere else to land. War Galley is almost in for him, too. But the fires are in here from Andy. And yeah, Spearman production from Andy was insane here. Scouts not really adding that much value, denying those villagers, but good scouting from Andy. We'll see if Ganji can get himself set up over here. Fishing ships are trying to be saved. He is sending in his fires over here. And remember, his fires are healing over time, right? We'll see that go up 72. 73. So it helps. As Ganji goes for double monastery approach, and he's sending it. Look at the angle this is taking. Deja vu. Deja vu. Just the way it's sliding like that. It looks like it's drifting. That's pretty cool. Dunkirk. Yep. Dunkirk moment there. Second dock spot over here from Ganji is perfect. And he still has 15 fishing ships, and he's still trying to defend against these. He can actually win this fight easily if he just patrols in. If he looks at the HP here on the ships, he can win that. And here come the spearmen over to this side from Ganji as well. But Andy is already working on his third town center in the center of the map. As Ganji leaves with this fire galley. Fishing eco from Andy is not too efficient. And he has to be worried about the water pressure here. And now he has to be worried about some land approach from Ganji. Atonement. Atonement is good. This is not good from Ganji. He needs to keep track of this. ACCM, remember yesterday against Andy, everything was looking fine, and then he just suddenly lost 15 fishing ships to like 3 fires. And then his eco was completely nuked, right? Atonement is in. So Ganji can now convert the monks from Andy, but Andy is getting atonement as well. And the light caver's still looping around. Finding some good picks over there. We see Fires just defending in the north here from Ganji. He's got 7 villagers queued from his TC, but Andy has 3 town centers of his own. And Ganji actually gets that conversion. Wow. Siege Workshop here from Ganji. He's got a lot of spearmen. He did a really good job sending his spearmen along the shoreline, avoiding the hits, and of course converting the spearmen from Andy. Ganji really needs this conversion to go his way, and he gets it. Oh, wow. And here comes an elephant. Okay. The death ball is started here with the Bengali monks. Still no sanctity on these guys. Still has his fish alive over here. So the food keeps coming in. But the stone count is looking really nice for Andy. And if Andy gets a castle in the center here, it's going to be pretty tough for Ganji to do anything. Ganji still doesn't have a second or third TC in this area. It's kind of desperation plays for him. And there's the castle right there from Andy. And the fishing eco is starting to die. It's looking like a really solid approach here from Andy. Bad castle? How so? I don't think so. Fires looping by. Ganji might be able to snipe fish, but he's losing fish on this side. Still trying to defend. And it's going okay. His TC is under threat with the elephant now attacking it. Like, that's a pretty good castle. The only other argument you could make is, like, chop this tree and put it there. But then there's the threat of, like, potentially having the water involved. I think this is just a good castle. This boy being healed. This chonker is being healed up from behind. But we get some conversions on the monks. And that castle is simply attacking the elephant. It's not attacking the monks. So Ganji actually gets away from that. Still kind of defending on this side. Still has his fish alive. And he's looping around this way, trying to kill the fish from his opponent. TC will go down. That's a lot of wood spent repairing that. But still, 74 vills against 52. Another monk taken out. Elephant will retreat. Can't get much further past that castle, though. Damn, dude. I just want to see one fire get into the fishing eco from Andy. Ganji has never really attempted that this game. And we have more fires coming in from Andy. Ganji will need to do something about that. Andy finally goes for that second TC. Oh, he's killing his own spearman. Not good. Not good at all. Lightcap's still prowling around here, looking for Ganji's monks potentially going out for those relics. And this is a really unfortunate position for Ganji because this woodline is blocking all access to this area. He knows there's a TC up there, but he can't go through this way because of the castle. And he's going to have to loop all the way around here. Imperial Age is the only way he takes out this castle, but he's not really in a position to go up, and Andy is. Ooh, nice shots on the monks here. Don't think we have sanctity. No, we do not. And the monks are now trying to convert the light cav. The pikemen are chasing them away. What great monk micro here from Ganji to keep switching the targets. I don't know if it's going to pay off, though. He did manage to convert some Arumis. He's healing up. The villagers are trying to commit onto the monks. And it's just simply not a good fight for Andy. But fortunately for Andy, he is in a position to maybe think about Imperial Age now, as these monks just out-heal all of the damage that is currently happening. And yeah, he just uses the market, and he's almost ready to click up. And he's going for another cat. That was so close. That was so close to being denied. I don't know what Andy was thinking, going for a castle right next to a siege workshop. But he does eventually clear up the army forward from Ganji. And he will just go for a safe castle. Like anywhere, castle here is good, right? Ganji looping in with his fires. He's looking for more damage over here. Still has some fish alive. It's not many. It's certainly not enough to get him up to Imperial Age, which is where he needs to be. Oh, if these mangonels keep firing, bro. Andy just can't find a spot for a castle. He keeps getting way too aggressive. You have 1,600 stone. Just put it anywhere. Honestly. Put it anywhere. Another clowny little fight over here. We see the mangonels pushing up. Sanctity is now in. And the villagers are pushing forward to try and fight this. Harumi's coming in as well. Monks are kind of going down, and Ganji is he's running out of steam, for sure. And there's the castle. We have a castle over here from Ganji, and still not up to Imperial Age. He's looping in over here. He did kill a bunch of the fish from Andy. But even if you manage to deny this castle, I don't really think you're in a position to win this game, right? Imperial Age comes in, bop. Ganji will think about this and call the GG. Well played. Great job from Andy. Taking this set 2-1. And I think he still has a solid shot to finish top of the group. Still has a really solid shot. And this was a great set, honestly. Fantastic Land Madness game. Good Spiral game as well. Good showing on how to beat humans on that map. And then a really good migration game. A really good execution from Andy here. He kept up the water pressure. Never let Ganji get comfortable with his fish boom. He got up to Castle Age faster. He had so many units on the map. Like, let's just take it back to, like, here, probably. No, here. No, here. Look at this. Look at how many units before Ganji even transports over. Look at how many red dots he has on the center here. It's crazy. Controlling everything. And then Ganji gets here, and it's just so, it's so tough for him to get anything. And he has to do the Dunkirk evacuation to get away from that. Beautiful. Well played from Andy. Much deserved set win. Ganji still playing pretty well this set, like we expect from him. KD pretty close. Eco better for Andy. You can see right there. And Castle Time coming in clutch there too. And yeah, Dravidian's stable. Just tough to stop, I suppose. Tough to stop. Takes that second win. And that is on migration. Update this for posterity's sake. Oh, I had this swap the entire time. Why did nobody tell me? You probably did, but whatever.